subscribe to the vibe. Man, hey man, I must have had something like inside that drink I was drinking, bro.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, man. Hey, I totally butchered my saying.
That was so funny. Oh gosh.
That's what it do. You can't talk.
Yo, we got Director Huey G back in the house, back in the podcast. Made Solid TV, man.
Yes, sir,
Doing big
I'm
things.
back from suspension. I was suspended from the show. I don't know why, politics behind it, but I'm back.
Y'all are so funny.
I'm happy to be here, man.
Hey, man, I'm glad to take you out of detention and to have you back. Man.
Always is.
And of course, we got Empress Ashanti here, dropping her magic. Hey. Of course.
Today we do have palmetto today.
Yes.
Back again for another fantastic show.
If
How
you
you
hear my
feeling?
voice, then you're part of the revolution. I feel
Hey.
great. I'm supreme. As always. I love it. It's a rainy day. Feels good. I love
that
it, man.
releasing, right?
Yes.
That's how
Well, rain also symbolizes the covenant, like something that you are putting in, motion is now about to go into fruition. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's how I look at it. When I see that, I'm like, okay, so what else? So what's going to happen now that I've, put in motion? You know what I'm saying?
And I've seen 555. Like, I've been seeing that for the last 3 days since I stopped smoking.
Change.
I've seen it probably 4 or 5 times in one day.
That's change.
One day.
Since you stopped smoking?
Yes.
All right, so let's get into it already.
Yep.
Let's get into it, bro. So I'm sure a lot of our viewers know, y'all know Snoop Dogg came up and, said that he stopped smoking, right? And I don't know if it's cap or not.
It is an emotional thing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Smoke the stove or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just out there in LA. So.
That was awesome marketing, though.
Yeah.
Everybody was like, damn, I'm stop smoking too. Hold on, were you inspired by Snoop Dogg to stop smoking?
I was like, damn, why he stopped smoking?
Hold on, that was this day seemed to be like just like at the same time frame. You said 3 days.
No.
Didn't he do that like 3 days ago? I would stop smoking because Snoop stopped smoking.
Yeah, that is true.
Snoop
Though. I
did
just
start
feel like, if he did start that trend, that is phenomenal of how powerful that we, can move people. Our inspirations are just the way that we are. We're able to, hey, I stopped smoking. Everybody can stop smoking.
Yeah.
Damn, I can really make people shake up like that and just want to change their lifestyle because I simply said I don't want to do something.
Wow.
It's pretty dope.
Yeah.
But no, that's not the reason why I stopped smoking.
Okay.
I think.
I don't know. Jury's still out for that one because the days seem so close.
I'm going to share my my personal story with the whole smoking. Like I was supposed to. I've been decided like in March and February I was going to slow down with it. Like I've been smoking for maybe 5 or 6 years tops. Right. And I'm convinced this is very controversial. A lot of people don't, a lot of people ain't going to agree with this, but even, Fox News recently came out. I believe smoking marijuana is linked to heart disease, just like cigarettes, and I'm going to tell you, I'm sharing my experience. I started getting high blood pressure when I started smoking, high blood pressure, hypertension. Also, too, heart palpitations.
Wow.
When your heart is beating, and it will literally be after maybe my 6th puff or 5th puff, my heart will start beating. Heart start beating rapidly. And that shit is scary when you're driving and you smoking and you vibing and you like, my heart is beating faster. What the hell is going on? Am I going to die?
Dang. Yeah, you know what? I would quit right then.
Yeah.
I would quit right. I'll be spitting that. I'll spit that blunt out like. As soon
And
as
you
I start poppy day, and I'll be like, oh no.
Get out of here.
I'll spit a blunt out like I was spitting out tobacco or something, man. I'm telling you.
And you know what? I should have did that, but this is why.
Hold on, you just kept going?
Marijuana.
Hold on now. That's like fiend level now. Hold on.
I stopped for
you
that day.
overdosing on the snow and then you come back with the
I know, brother.
Oh, no.
I stopped for that day, and then I picked it back up because, like it or not, the marijuana is addicting.
Man.
It's addictive. That's what I'm saying.
It's addictive.
You know what? You need to throw out all the old stuff they were saying about marijuana because it is addictive.
If you smoke it.
Yeah, it is addictive.
Oil and all that.
I think even like putting the oil on it, it's all of it is addictive because it's some new sort of weed. Now, if you are someone like me that's been, I'll say, a seller in the old days and then seen it, it's changed.
It has.
You know, this not the 1990s weed.
Okay.
This is not Purple Haze. This is not that brown sugar, baby. This is not what D'Angelo was singing about. This is some, you know what I'm saying? This is some commercialized, industrialized, weaponized plants. Oops, sorry, don't mean to take your thing, but that's what it is. We are actually ingesting chemical warfare.
Indeed.
You know what I'm saying? So I would say that, and I also say not everybody needs to smoke. As soon as you got that power pop, you should have said no.
Exactly.
After that. You should have said no after that. You know, not everybody needs to smoke. I remember one time in South Carolina, I was smoking with this girl, and she had her brother. Her brother was smoking, and he just went off on a rampage, started breaking the TV, and I was like, oh no. I was like, this is what weed does to some people? I was like, no, not everybody needs to smoke. You know what I'm saying? Though I would say it like this. I would say, I don't promote marijuana at all, but I would say that there is a reason why they call high magic, and being able to cast those sort of things. That's our true power, being able to tap into that. And sometimes it may take a mushroom trip of someone smoking something, and and focusing on the meditation, focusing on their fasting, focusing on all that stuff like that, and it becomes very powerful. So it could be used as a tool. To me, now it is just a tool of like people it's slavery. People are just smoking weed and going to their jobs, being slaves is a tool to nullify slavery. You know what I'm saying? And also it's like and also now it's just like sleeping. There's like this. That's what I'm saying. This new weaponized weed is like it's putting people to sleep. It's like heroin. Why are you smoking this stuff? I don't like that. I don't like this smoke. And then I'm like, like that's
a zombie.
That's heroin. To me, I'm looking at that. I'm old school because I'm like, hold up, I'm a crackhead. You know what I'm saying? Like you go to sleep like that. You're like nodding off like. I'm like, no, that's not what I'm doing this for. I'm not doing this for that. No, sir. So, you know what I'm saying? That's to me, that should be the number one reason people quit, because it makes you look like a straight crackhead. Now, I've actually seen somebody at the gas station ask, "Oh man, can I get some loud? You got some loud?" I'm like, this is marijuana you talking about? Now you looking like a straight crackhead out asking for some loud. Like, really? Like it's crazy, man. Like the new weed is crack. So yeah, that I would say that, but I would say also that not everybody needs to smoke, and moderation is definitely key with everything.
Sure. Yo, Palmetto, you always got a gas station story, bro. I know, like for real, bro. you always got a story about someone going into the gas station or something happened at the gas station. I guess it goes down at the gas station.
It does go down. All of these places of commerce are the battlefields in America. You know what I'm saying? You notice they have all these shootings at Walmart, all these shootings at Waffle House. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
These are the engaged. This is the new battlegrounds. You know what I'm saying? When you go into these places of commerce, that's where they're going to, have their battlefields. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Walmart, all these places, gas stations, it goes down. I didn't really notice that until you said it, but it does go down to the gas station. Bro,
I wonder why. I guess it's because that's where all the supplies
on my birthday about 2 years ago, I was at the gas station again.
I'm screaming.
You know what I'm saying? And there was like a straight, like the dude was shooting the gun like in the store and all that stuff like that. I'm like, I was like, let me get out of here. I just walked in. I'm like,
turn back around.
Let me go out. But I felt like it was like a 24 gun salute. It was definitely
24 gun salute.
My mom also stated, as you stated earlier, how the 90s weed was more, I guess, pure or I guess organic in a sense versus this now commercial weed. I've actually watched YouTube videos because I want to be a weed connoisseur and, try to do strands and see what, be an advocate for weed, in which I am, but not smoking anymore. But anywho, she was stating that, she's always wanted me to stop smoking. I just want you to stop smoking. I just want you to stop smoking. I want you to stop smoking. And so for me, I've been smoking since I was 13. Now I'm like going to my 30s. And with that being said, she was like, they spray the weed. You don't know what they're spraying it with. She's seen some of her friends, get poisoned from formaldehyde with the weed. They put ammonia in the weed. She's seen like how they're now fucked up from smoking weed.
Oh, yeah.
And so with that being said, like I watch videos on YouTube as how they're spraying the plants, the medicine with a particular chemical that they use to make it, I guess, blossom more indoors versus the outdoor strands. And so like you spraying your weed, but what are these chemicals that they're actually utilizing to help this plant manifest?
Well, they're making the plant, they're making it female. The whole way they're doing and processing weed is sort of like almost like an allegory for how the government is going at the black community. If you look at it,
legalize it too.
Yeah, exactly. So you already know when they legalize something, because this is why they illegalized it, because first of all, hemp, saying like we control those that prior to them legalizing it again, we could black people. When I say that, black people controlled the hemp industry. You know what I'm saying? We controlled that industry. You know what I'm saying? So they had to demonize it. They had to make it illegal. They did the yellow journalism. They said that these jazz players were having sex with white women after they smoked some weed, and then it's like so it's like so they demonized it. You know what I'm saying? But used, not smoking, that's true. Used in different ways, it also can be like change your DNA. You could definitely focus on using it with different meditations. These are things that people like Samson, who we think of like these people were real, like Samson and people like that. Like they were doing different things to create that super strength that they had and all that stuff, like different mandalas, doing different meditations, and using a blend of cannabis and different mushroom or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's what the peace pipe was about.
Yeah.
Marijuana and cannabis. I mean, marijuana and tobacco. Primarily.
Speaking of tobacco, I actually just had my first self-serve hot face ceremony for myself yesterday. So I'm a big advocate for plant medicine overall, honestly. And it's a very much so rewarding feeling once you get off particular medicine as you abuse it for a long time.
Yeah.
And you find something that will assist you with that and not abuse that medicine once you get off of another medicine that you used for a long time. And that's when people kind of, draw back from elevating or ascending in a new space that they want to, ascend to. So shout out to y'all for really just sharing y'all stories and being very testimony right now. Like, this is amazing. Literally.
Huey, like, how you feel about marijuana, ganja, and all that before we wrapped up this subject?
Yeah, I don't want to mess up what y'all was talking about. But
Okay.
I no longer indulge in liquor.
Hey.
All right. Okay. Progress.
This is day one.
All right, day one.
Hey.
Okay. All right now.
One day at a time.
Literally, one step.
Okay, and that's what's up, bro.
And bro, you may have to keep on saying it out loud. Like for real, like you know what I'm saying? I don't know how your associate, Like, you know what I'm saying? And if like you see it, like you may have to say it out loud. It may seem corny, like be like, I'm not drinking that. I'm staying away. You know what I'm saying? Because I know how it is. You know, as far as like, you know, we gotta deal with our addictive things in different ways. You know what I'm saying? But I see that your thing is speaking just off the top. You know what I'm saying? Like I see that's how one of the things how you get your power. So you may have to say it out loud. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to say it out loud.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? If this is your commitment, if you're truly committed to not drinking liquor, which I 100% endorse, because that is warfare that they also put into indigenous people. So, you know, you got to speak it out loud. You know what I'm saying? Don't be afraid to speak it out loud. Don't be afraid. Hey, don't give me that. You know I don't drink anymore. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got to say it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to have to override your own brain.
Exactly.
Because if you stay silent, you're going to be like, okay, all right. You know what I'm saying? So,
and you know,
falling back into your old habits, your old substances. And when you speak certain things out loud, that just brings confirmation to your reality. A lot of people, we could say, oh, I'm this and I'm that, I'm this and I'm that. But when you say, I'm done drinking alcohol, I'm done smoking, I'm done participating in these environments that no longer serves me any purpose, you're literally putting that into the atmosphere to assist you with this journey.
yes.
So congratulations, man, because that damn
definitely,
alcohol
bro.
is the worst.
It is.
Yeah.
It is the worst. So I'm glad to see you in your life.
I'm glad to see that too.
Day one.
Day one. All right, bro.
Day one.
Hey, let's get it.
Yeah.
Hey.
Congratulations.
And that's some motivational shit right there. Hey. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to the vibe, man. Hey.
That's a question. I just feel like everything should be in moderation.
Yep.
Yeah.
She was asking me about how I feel about weed. Just everything in moderation. Just don't overdo nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't do nothing.
Yeah, how do you feel about that?
About what?
Just you stop drinking.
Well,
what made you come to that?
Yeah.
If you want to share.
Oh yeah. No, I just felt like I want to be more controlled, more clear mind, and feel more powerful, feel control without other outside influences or anything. So I just want a new journey, because in the past that thing has caused different things to happen, and once you realize something, you don't want to keep going. Same pattern over and over, even if it's a little bit here, and then you just get back to the cycle.
Right, unlearn to relearn certain things.
Unlearn to relearn, yeah.
Unlearn to relearn, exactly.
Wow.
Man, powerful, man. We starting off with this was powerful, bro.
Change,
exactly,
555.
555, angel number 555, man. We all making the change. 222 mean balance.
I keep saying that. I keep
balance.
My phone every time. 222.
Oh, shout out to you.
222. I believe it means balance.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my understanding of it.
Yeah. Balance, trust, you know.
That's it.
Yeah. Trust, having trust in the process, man.
So yeah, you got to trust the process right now. Say that I'm making this commitment. I'm trusting that I'm making the right choice. Do what you are, absolutely, and then just keep going with it.
Sure.
Because I think you're gonna also impact somebody else who's on that journey as well. Because like I said, we always abuse that, and for me, smoking, I haven't been able to live my adult life without using that substance, like you said. And so you want to see what adult life is like without depending on something to assist you with certain things that you want to do in your life. So like I said, congratulations.
Definitely. And I want to a positive solution to the smoking. If you're feeling the urge to smoke, it's a root called yellow root. They sell it. If you in the A, they sell it at the farmer's DeKalb market.
It's like, is that like a chew stick?
Yeah. If you want to boil and make a tea, I heard, for smokers, it's good just to actually chew it, put it in your mouth.
Yeah,
because they use that for drug tests, to pass drug tests. Yellow root.
Okay.
know this too.
Hey.
boil it and drink it and cleans it up.
Okay. Well, we don't have to do that anymore because
yeah. I was like, yo, on the last thing about weed, my neighbor, she does it, right? But here's the thing, and I ain't seen this in years. The marijuana she gets is the one, it be with a bunch of seeds in it. I'm like, yo,
No,
this is
that's
taking
the
me
real
back in the
weed.
90s.
Yeah, real weed.
Yeah, like yo, like she smokes the real mid meat. And when I went to Jamaica, I got to try their weed, and it was like mid.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Real, authentic, no chemical. You know,
Mid is like a bad word now.
I
It
know.
sure is.
It's like,
I
that's
know.
mid.
I know, right?
It's funny
But
though.
mid is going to become more value now. You know, for the people that still want to smoke.
Mid.
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all are having me rolling today.
Well, you know, it's Sunday, it's raining.
Man.
You ain't got no job.
You ain't got shit to do.
But smoke mid.
You ain't got shit to do. Exactly. But yo, man. But yo, like, man, what y'all think about this whole thing with going back into the Hollywood, man. Going back to the Hollywood stories, man. Yo, like, man, what you think about this whole Didi is finally going through Judgment Day?
You know, I'm gonna say it, and this is gonna be a little bit controversial. What I say, I already know, but you know, when we see things like that, okay, Diddy violated Warner Brothers. You know what I'm saying? You saw that he violated Warner Brothers. They said they didn't want him to be Batman. So Joker. So he's like, "Fucking, I'm gonna be Batman." Did that whole thing right there, right? Then all of a sudden you start seeing the lawsuits, Cassie lawsuit. You start seeing all these different things popping up. Now everybody got a sexual assault lawsuit. Like it seems like a whole.
I heard that, yeah.
But when we see that as black people, I say we have to just hold up, like really look at it, because that is the first thing they use as a COINTELPRO. If you're not familiar, COINTELPRO is counterintelligence, how they went at all of our black leaders. And now that they have sort of taken out the black leaders because they don't publicize or promote black leadership or anything like that. So black leadership is this scattered thing. They're just going after affluent black people. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Oh, da 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 da. And then hold up, man. I'm gonna say it like this. Okay, the whole Cassie thing. You with him for 10 years. 10 years. And then all of a sudden you just coming up with something that's it's not like legal. You're not trying to go to the police. You're just trying to get so-called money. But I don't even think it was about that, because it was just about because she put all these explicit details in there. So like once you go out there, the thing about black people was we are traumatized. So it's like from slavery. So anytime somebody says something sexual, like pedophilia or something, we automatically just assume that person is just like that.
Cancel culture.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, there's like, oh yeah, as soon as they get accused, they're guilty. And they know that about black people. We are so psychologically scarred that if someone accuses somebody of that, they're automatically guilty in a lot of people's minds. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So, they definitely are. They're definitely. I'm not saying that Diddy's an angel or anything, but they definitely are coming at him in a like, oh yeah, you're guilty of Pac's murder. This sexual assault, this, and this, and this. Yeah, he said something. Because he obviously pledged with them, and now they're like, it's whatever. But you know what? The raccoons are gonna get it first. Like honestly, there's no safety net for being a raccoon to pink power terrorism, white supremacy. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
The Mayos.
There's no safety net. There's no, they break their tools. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So when they're finished with you, they're gonna break you. And if those same bootstraps that they told you to pull yourself up from, they're gonna hang you with them.
And so I also heard about that Diddy situation, that his oldest son is not actually his son.
No. That's
Albert Shaw, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But that's known.
Oh, well, I must Okay.
Yeah, man. It's a lot going on with Hollywood. And for all my rappers and entertainers that want to go into Hollywood, y'all got to be careful. Yeah, really got to be careful with those Hollywood parties. You know, they get you there.
Yeah.
I heard they got more powerful drugs that's on the street. And when you take one of those and then they got you in a compromising position, now they got it recorded and they use that to blackmail you, I heard.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna, the brother was on my show before. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Young Pharaoh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
I
like
remember him.
look at what happened to him. And he one of the things he said was Young Dirk put something in his drink. You know
Young
what I'm saying?
Dirt.
Or Lil Durk put something in his drink. You feel me? So
Yeah.
like they got with these drill rappers, they got like assassins for the industry. You know what I'm saying? They literally are like, oh, do you kill niggers? Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like that's on the, you know what I'm saying? Like they're
Yeah.
giving
That
them pay.
contract.
Yeah.
And they're doing that. Like they said, Lil Durk put something in Young Pharaoh. Young Pharaoh hasn't been the same, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, they love to bring us up and then they tear us down. So they do that through the media. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They do that through the mainstream media. We got to make our own. We have to make our own lane.
Yeah.
There's, you know what I'm saying? Like you go to these parties, you want to keep on to Diddy's party, and you know what I'm saying? All these weird parties with people. Look how they doing, Lil Baby. Like he just,
Oh,
like
what happened with him?
Yeah. Like, yeah.
you see
Yeah,
that? You
for
see the
real. What
pictures when
happened?
they were just like sandwiching him, looking like a hot dog party. And all that stuff, yeah, Sasha probably was like, man, no, that's
So they was just
you know,
sandwiching him?
yeah, there was like, there was like in the picture, and there's like supposedly something with him doing some raunchy stuff, male on male stuff, and it's like,
Oh.
yeah,
But that's what they want out of life, though. They want this industry if they're not so self-efficient with themselves and having self-awareness of themselves to say, "Hey, I don't want to partake in this. And this, if this is what I have to do to be in this industry, to have my music, you know, known and who I am stand for, then I don't want to be a part of that." That's why Andre 3000 put out that album.
Oh, man.
Simple as that. We were expecting some lyrics and we going hard. No,
Lyrics.
y'all need some healing.
Need some help.
sound
Come on.
therapy. I think that's profound because we do need sound therapy. I think that's what they perverted the rap for because it's chanting. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You see a lot of chanting and stuff like that. That's where, and if we see as time as an illusion, right? You could say that chanting started rap. You know what I'm saying? Chanting started hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like it's too natural for it to be just in the 80s. Like they created rap in the 1980s, like with this, like, nah. We been rapping. You know what I'm saying? So they take all our stuff and they pervert it and then they use it against us. You know what I'm saying? So
And we're here to just flip it back around them. Let it be known, like, hey, this is who we are. This is what we stand for. And if y'all can't wake up, y'all gonna get left behind. But I just know, like us in this room,
Yeah.
no, we ain't gotta worry about them issues.
yeah.
We ain't gotta worry about them
Something
issues.
fall for anything.
Okay, bow. I like that. Say it one more time.
Stand for something to fall for anything. Let's get it.
Hey, let's
Get
get
it.
it. They solid TV, bro. Hey, come on.
Such a good show today, man.
We need to get into this.
All right. Yes, it's the
Yes.
Conscious Cipher.
Conscious Cipher.
Conscious Cipher, man.
Big time
Yes.
shout out to Miss Lady Locks and we're doing it. Roz Love Cultural Creation presents the Conscious Cipher, and it's going to be a very big, like spiritual, musical, and just a mind elevating event. We're going to start it off. We're going to incorporate all the holidays that are at that time.
Mm-hmm.
So the theme is Nia, purpose with the Kwanzaa. Then we're gonna have gifts for people like Christmas, and we're gonna start it off with New Year's with the fireworks and the ego burning. So to get into it, we're starting with burning your ego. You know what I'm saying? And then going into the conscious cipher after you have burned your ego in the bonfire, and we have a guided painting by artist Metu, and he did some of the artwork on the first Fresh Prince of Bel Air.
Oh,
You see
yeah.
his artwork,
Yeah.
like the Malcolm X picture. So he's going to be doing the guiding, and we're going to have your favorite performers like Baba Soul, who is definitely an associate with.
Shout out to Baba Soul.
Shout outs to Baba
He is
Soul,
going to
bro.
be performing along with a lot of other great performers. Um, we're going to have a lot of great speakers. So it's going to be it's going to be a fantastic event that everybody needs to come to. You know what I'm saying? So it's very powerful. So the conscious the cipher is going to be like a ciphering of ideas. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to have hip hop cipher there too. So all of that's going to be incorporated.
Shout out to Lady Locks.
Yes, big time shout out to Miss Lady Locks.
Definitely shout outs to her, man. Hey, I want to say, man, I this conscious cipher, your event, and like many others that will come after it, it's the start of, since we're talking about the whole us creating our own platform, this is the start.
Oh yeah.
This is the start, us being more independent, us having our own sounds, just like you were saying with the Andre music. That was healing. That was a very healing album. Hey, that's an album I want played during my wedding. I want the whole track played during my wedding. Brings positivity, man. It brings connectiveness, unified. And I believe like this is the direction where we're having more independent, with the message that we want to give. Now we just need our people to pull in and support these a lot more. Yo, man, so this is beautiful. This is beautiful.
Yes, I definitely want all y'all to come. Motivational Shit Podcast, or your favorite podcast, will be streaming live out there. So it's gonna be dope, man. I just want everybody to come out there. The tickets are only $10 right now on Eventbrite till the December 1st. And vending, we still have limited vending spaces available. They're going fast, but we do have limited vending spaces available right now. So definitely want to, holler at us, because it's going to be something that you're going to be selling out all your products at.
Oh, I could do my CMOS stand.
Yeah.
And you're going to sell out, and you'll be our, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, you definitely want to holler at me. Yeah.
Thank you.
Definitely. Yo, so I want us to I've been going on a health journey as well. And both me and you had conversations like this, and both Huey. So we have had a lot of guests that talked about eating right, eating, foods, plants and foods, no meat and this and that. And throughout this year, I just been absorbing it. Huey been absorbing it and all that, man. And we even tried some, but I reached my stance, and I'm going to stay with this, regardless of what anyone say. I'm going to eat with my blood type. I'm going to eat with my blood type, man. Me and Baba Soul was kicking it. Me and Baba Soul, we the same blood type. And I feel all right, man, when I eat some lamb. I feel all right when I eat goat. I feel all right when I eat, some deer, and with some leafy greens. So I'm standing on that. I respect y'all brothers, as far as with the whole vegan movement. And sisters. I can't forget about the sisters.
Okay, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Because my thing is this, right? Because me and you are the same blood type, O positive, right?
I'm a O negative.
Oh.
O negative. Okay.
I'm O positive.
Well, you're about to be sacrificed.
Hollywood.
But yes, so my thing about this is, right, okay, there's a lot of, I've seen a lot of diets and a lot of fads, a lot of different things happen. You got the Atkins diet, you got all these different sorts of diets, you know what I'm saying? And that's cool. I consider myself plant-based. I don't consider myself vegan per se, but plant-based. And I would say this, that when if we were made to eat meat, why are we not made to eat meat in this raw form? Why do we not have those same sort of, teeth that predators have, and they're able to tear into this raw meat? You know what I'm saying? And whenever you talk about meat, it always is it's cancerous, because it sits in your tract,
It's not able to break down.
Your digestive system, so it's like, I feel what people are saying, but it's like, okay, if everything's shut down right now, how would you get your meat? Would you hunt for it? You know what I'm saying? Would you go to that route? Because plants are available right there. Like you could eat your front yard, really. You know what I'm saying? Like people, but they don't publicize that. They don't let you know that most of these a lot of these plants are edible. But all you need to do is really see what bees land on, and anything that a bee lands on is edible. You know what I'm saying? So, so but but it's like, okay, I understand the blood type thing and what people say, but it's like also is it meat has this sort of protein in it called neem protein, right? So if everything shut down, right, and you have these people that are addicted to neem protein, that's what you get these where they talk about people that are they they eat each other, cannibalism.
Yeah.
They make the zombies cannibalistic. You know what I'm saying? Because when people are not able to get to that neem protein.
Bro, nah. I don't think so, bro. Vegan animals have the same teeth as us. All carnivores have fangs. Okay, so we got the red dragon. Have the same teeth as us. All carnivores have fangs.
No, we don't have fangs. We don't have the same sort of jaws. If you look at
my mouth, I got some sharp teeth. I got some teeth that look like a little bit of fangs. Huh? Yeah, bro. I'm saying, bro. I hear you with the now. I don't think if all the meat got in the way, ain't nobody doing no cannibalism. No,
yes, sir. Because you still need that neem protein.
No, I ain't about to kill no one for no meat, bro.
You don't know.
No,
you don't know.
I know that for myself, bro. I know that for myself, bro.
But you have not been in that situation before. So I'm saying
that's true.
You know what I'm saying? So that is something that's where that comes from, because that neem protein and also the meat, it's just can be cancerous. That's the main thing. But there's a lot of cancerous stuff, even processed foods, the most vegan stuff. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's really why I say plant-based, but when other people say plant-based, they mean the food is coming from a plant. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that they're processing a processing plant, So and they have
a processing plant.
Yeah, it's coming from a processing plant. All of that Morningstar and all that processed.
Oh yeah,
different meats and all that. What's that?
If you eat all that stuff, you might as well just eat real meat.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I feel. Like exactly. That's how
I wouldn't say that though.
I just say if say vegan cheese.
Yes.
If the vegan cheese goes through a process, it's still a process that has to go through.
It is a process.
Real cheese.
It's not. It is a process. But my whole thing, and I didn't start off on my vegetarianism. I didn't start off on plant-based thing based on
read the ingredients.
It's a karmic thing to me, because it's like, why? Okay, so it's like a karmic thing. Like you're killing all these animals to eat, and you don't need to. Like you don't need to kill all these animals to eat. And it's sort of like because I would consider myself a mystic. You know what I'm saying? I it's like a cheat code when you're doing the vegetarianism plant based. So you don't have to. It's like a karma free sort of thing. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have to. Because to me, it's like you're just killing things necessarily that don't need to. Sentient beings. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, if we had to do that, most people wouldn't even do that. You know what I'm saying? If they had to go out and really get their meat, see it die. You know what I'm saying? See actual in front of you. Yeah. You gotta do all that. And it's like, when most people do that, if the meat wasn't readily available, meat eaters, because meat is readily available.
Well, that's
at the
true.
stores.
You don't even know where your meat's coming from either.
You don't even know it's meat.
Even with the grass that they're using the grass to feed the animal. They spray the grass with pesticides and all that, so they eat the pesticides. When they eat the pesticides, they're probably not even breaking down the pesticides within their system, because they're probably not able to break that down. So when you are eating that meat, you're eating the pesticides, or you're eating whatever that animal is eating. Say, for instance, pigs eat any fucking thing that's in their sight. They eat shit. Mm-hmm. You're eating shit.
Yeah,
why would you want to eat shit? Why would you want to eat something that
pig.
eats nothing that's healthful for the body?
And also people,
Yeah,
but
why do you eat ass?
Is that considered
I'm out.
vegan?
Close show.
vegan ass.
We gotta go.
Vegan ass.
Oh, okay.
Bro. I'm
Y'all
out.
crazy.
y'all.
I'm going home.
Y'all. Oh, what we're gonna do is go on a quick break. I want y'all to stay tuned. We're gonna go on a quick break as we break down this whole conversation about what to eat and what not to eat.
Before we go there, got a couple of comments. Fangs are much longer than other teeth. Once again, this is Red Dragon. Shout out to Red Dragon.
Shout out to Red Dragon.
Mammals intend to consume meat, have fangs, claws, digestive bones, and run very fast. There are no natural clues that suggest humans were intended to consume meat.
There you go.
Our free will is our curse.
Who's that? Who said that?
That's Red Dragon.
Who said that?
Okay.
That's the Red Dragon.
Reese from Philly.
Reach from Philly. All right. Holla at me, man, because you're on the right path.
Now, somebody on my Instagram that's saying, okay, that's the same risk with vegetables. Now, with the vegetables, if you're going to an organic farm, then you are having more trustworthy with that vegetable or that fruit. However, we're still in the industry. If you're not growing your own food, you still can't trust them. But you're better off going off with organic foods versus conventional or just foods with pesticides. So that's just my partake on it. You're going to eat your vegetables because the vegetables are still having that mineral. It still has all the vitamins and everything that you need, but you're taking more risk with animals because animals literally eat any fucking thing. They eat their own animals.
Right. They do. They do. And I'm going to say it like this. People wonder why they're tortured souls, but they got a plate full of tortured souls.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? This is what you're eating. Like you're eating like have a plate full of tortured souls. And you're like, wonder why you're a tortured soul. Meat does have a lot to do with, mind state. So it's just like, people already know, like, vegans, vegetarians, they're more passive. That's the stereotype.
No.
That's the stereotype they put on us.
No, bro.
That's the stereotype.
We got a lot of vegan Nazis that be talking out their ass, and I'm like, man, they need to get checked.
They be rude as hell.
Right?
I swear they better than everybody.
Yeah. And swear they better with everybody, and they need to get checked, bro. Because at the same time, they talk all this shit about, all y'all eat meat, but they're broke. They can't take care of their families.
Don't give no solutions to the situation.
And they don't give no solutions. And at the same time, I don't see no vegans out here when it comes to Thanksgiving bringing people, donating fruits, donating fresh vegetables. I see Dr. Barber. I see Keith Lewis. I see other organizations handing out turkeys. And yes, y'all might disagree with that, but if those families don't have anything, and now those families have a full turkey, they don't have to worry about feeling hungry. They can live on, they can get into other activities and thus progress to the state to where maybe they don't want to eat meat. Maybe they do. But what I'm saying, and I respect y'all viewpoints, because I tapped into the whole veganism and eating clean and eating right. And it got me to the path to eating more herbs, eating more fruits and vegetables and all that. And yes, I don't agree with us eating meat every day.
Yeah.
But how I do it and how I'm doing, I eat once a day. That day, I'm going to have a lean animal, like a deer. Because when I see deers, they eating leaves, they eating healthy stuff. Deer, lamb, more leaner meats like that.
And I feel that it's more healthier too.
Yeah.
To be honest.
And what y'all saying is true with the animals being tortured. And those emotions, those endorphins is inside them, and we eating that, and then you feeling that chemical too. I do understand that. So I'm with you. If you do get your meat, you do got to get it from a secure place, and I need to do a better job with that. So I'm with you with that. You know what I'm saying? It's a farm over in Edgewood. They sell meat that they grown on their own, and they sell vegetables, and it's a black farm. So that's a good place.
Name of that? So we can give them a shout out too.
Oh man, I gotta. It's not Free Haven Farms. I forgot their name, but I'm gonna have to stroll through my IG because I saved their post. But yeah, like that's a good place that you could go and get meat. And I'm saying this: everybody's gonna have their own way. Ultimately, you got to find your own way because our ancestors was eating meat. They did hunt the meat. They did eat the meat. Now we can't act like that.
Well, we are ancestors. That's just myopic because we have a wide variety of ancestors. When you talk about even the first Hindus and Buddhists, those were our ancestors as well, and they were completely plant based. You know what I'm saying? Those societies. You know what I'm saying? When you talk about like even in India, you know what I'm saying? Us in America, Black people here in America were amalgamy of all of these different cultures. You know what I'm saying? The Asian Black man, you know what I'm saying? All of that, you know what I'm saying? The original the indigenous Black person here. So we're all, you know what I'm saying? So some of our ancestors were hunter-gatherers and they did go out and kill, but you know what I'm saying? Like some of our ancestors weren't, you know what I'm saying? So I think we got to go outside of the myopic side of like just like we're all this, you know, this one thing. You know what I'm saying? We could all be the different things and be the one thing too.
And be the one thing.
Out of many nations is one. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
That was talking about Black people. That wasn't talking about the United States of America. That was a Moorish thing coming from one of our bloodlines, the Moors. You know what I'm saying? They made that slogan, out of many nations one. That wasn't talking about America. It's talking about Black people.
We got a comment as well. So with that comment, we got another comment from Red Dragon. It says indigenous villages are the only ones who have besmirched clones of veggies with original genetics from millions of years ago.
Wow.
He's on his Dr. Sebi.
You dropping knowledge, brother.
Okay, I ain't never heard that word.
See,
clones.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, because how are you able to get all of these animals so quickly to a mass produce for us to eat?
Well, that's true.
How are they able to do that?
Steroids.
But them cows ain't able to pump exactly. Yeah, and so with them steroids, our young children and adults, the minds, the breasts, the genital area is just all quickly grown. Mm-hmm. And it just changes the mind. So that's just my outtake of why I just don't do certain things. Yeah, so
I got you. And I respect it. And I learned from this sister. I adopt some of her ways, you know? So like, even though I eat meat, I eat a lot of veggies. I eat a lot of herbs. I consume that in my diet. You know what I'm saying? Balance. But I want us to go on a break. And we'll tap back in and stay on this subject. I know, Huey, I want you to talk about that time when you just ate fruits and that shit did not work well for you.
That's also a conversation with Yaki Awakening. If y'all don't know who that is, he said all fruit diet is not good for us. Nope. You can't survive with all fruits, but break time.
Break time.
Not eating before 12.
That part too.
I gotta go to coach. I gotta defer to coach. Coach gotta tell me. Oh, the titties up, nigga. Oh. Okay. Shout out to Motivational Shit Podcast. I had a great time with the fellas over here at Motivational Shit. I wanted to let you guys know that I do have the Mandinka tonic available and also the fresh cold pressed juice called Juiced Up available. It's going to be in the link in my bio on my Instagram. My Instagram page is Melanin Wellness. Melanin Wellness, one word. And my TikTok page is Warren Carty, my slave name. Warren Carty on TikTok. Thank you so much for the opportunity, guys. I really appreciate everything. And you guys got to get on this motherfucking podcast because it's amazing. Peace.
Hey, thank you for tuning in to Yale Radiocast. Listen, business owners, people that are entrepreneurial in spirit and need to get their business out there, contact Yale Entertainment. We will advertise your company. We will advertise your brands with a listener base that covers the globe. We offer a variety of packages at affordable prices. Call us at 678-586-9241. If you need to email us, you can contact us at yaleent1@gmail.com. If you need to get your business out there, contact Yale Entertainment to get the business.
Strong preacher.
We got Detroit in the house. We got Vegas in the house.
We going crazy. The first rule is protect this black nation. What's worse, that somebody smoking a crack pipe, getting loaded, exterminating the black life. Black sister, Joe figure nothing is fine. My whole drip to the zipper.
Hey, man, we back at it, man. Motivational Shit podcast, man. Y'all subscribe to the vibe, man. Hey, y'all subscribe to the vibe. So, yo, earlier this year, my brother Huey, he did the all fruits diet, man. You know, since we on this topic of eating. So,
I did for 2 weeks, but the second week, I don't know what happened. I just know I kept getting dizzy, and I wasn't feeling good. I don't know if my sugar was too high for eating too many watermelons or I don't want. It's hard for me to say exactly what happened because but I just know I wasn't feeling good. At the second one, I had to stop it, and I'm just guessing maybe too much sugar.
Yeah, because the fruits do have sugar. Yeah. So it's still sugary. That's still a sugary diet. You know what I'm saying? That you could probably get diabetes from. It's like the high sugar from the just fruits. Just fruits. It's like it's high sugar. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but the reason I was doing it, some people were saying, well, it's a different type of sugar. It's natural sugar.
yeah.
So I don't know. I was confused. So I don't know. I haven't did a lot of research on that, but that's what happened to me, and so I had to cut it. Like I was gonna try to do like a whole month, but I couldn't get past the second week.
Yeah.
So, this is my experience on that.
Okay.
Really dizzy.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna stop. We had a brother here, Melanin Wellness Amistad. He did just fruits and veggies. And his teacher was Yakim Awaken. I heard Yakim say the fruits and sugar is a different type of sugar.
That's what I be hearing.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I believed in that, but I know Huey personally, so I'm gonna trust his story. And you know what I mean? How that affected his body didn't work well for him.
Yeah. I was real dizzy to the point I was like scared.
Everybody's body not the same though. You know what I'm saying? We're made to ingest different things. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't knock anybody for whatever they eat. I have my personal thing about what I eat. You know what I'm saying? I know what it does for me. But we're all, when you talk about us as far as even the Black collective, we are an amalgam. Like I said, we're an amalgam of all these cultures and nations. You know what I'm saying? So what somebody's supposed to eat is not what another person's supposed to eat, and that's okay. You know what I'm saying? The thing is, we try to be like, oh yeah, you're supposed to do this, and you're supposed to do that, and like we try to make everybody like a clone of us. You know what I'm saying? Like you're this, and we got to just be able to find strengths in each other's differences. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Find strengths in each other's differences, because I'm not gonna be able to do everything that you may be able to do. You know what I'm saying? What he would be able to do. You know what I'm saying? What the brother here may be able to do. But if we come together, we could do it all. You see what
And
I'm saying?
let's tap into that real quick, man. That togetherness, that coalesce, that unity. I saw some brothers with the vegan movement. I was chilling out with Soul yesterday, man. Shout outs to Baba Soul. And Baba Soul
Shout
was
out to
telling
Baba
me
Soul.
how, he was vegan for 16 years and he started back eating meat. And he said, he told that to some of the associates. And those brothers was like, well, yeah, I don't want to work with you no more.
Yeah,
which is
yeah.
stupid,
Wow.
which is dumb as fuck. And it's like, we can't let this whole veganism and how you eat become another divider for our people.
Only black people do that.
Yeah.
We're the only ones that are like, oh, well, you got this one thing you don't agree with me, and I can't work with you. And it's like, when you talk about pink power, terrorism, white supremacy, they have all different facets of. That's what NATO's about. You know what I'm saying? All sorts of different European nations going and we're against all black people. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we don't think as far as like, okay, I don't want somebody to be a clone of me. You know what I'm saying? I know there's a lot of people that are doing what I'm doing. I don't have to say, oh, you got to do this. Like, it's about being able to define each other's strengths and weaknesses. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And being able to empower each other with that. You know what I'm saying? Black people are also confused because we are conditioned because they put us in these places where we live on top of each other and live in all sorts of close proximity. But if we could think together and think of more or less taking our own things back, there's so much land that all of us could have where we don't have to be all stacked on one another and be like, oh, well, we got to all be like that. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
The problems comes from the institutionalization of black people throughout time and how we've been treated throughout time. You can't help but we still have that mentality. Everybody still in the process of trying to own their own home and this that and the other. That's a standard in our community. Owning your own place. And we look and we laugh at people that are Hispanic because there's 5, 6, 7 grown-ups in one house, not realizing that they got a plan that over the next 5, 6 years, they gonna all have a house.
Exactly.
But we look at that and we laugh because, we're trying to own our own house. When we sitting out here, we struggling and dying because we're trying to get this quote unquote dream that we've been sold in America about what actually denotes that you're living the American dream. You should own your house. You should own this much land. You should own this. We don't realize that by separating, we're making it harder for each other. Yeah, we're making it harder for each other. So that a lot of that, like you said, us being on top of each other, having the same mentality. And black people, we are all of like a lot of us are all or nothing. Ain't no such thing as halfway crooks. Y'all heard that, right?
Yeah.
That's the code we live by.
Yeah.
So, when you, like you said, a brother will say, oh, because you're not going to be vegan no more. I know people that won't mess with you because you eat pork. It's like, so that means that everything I'm doing is bullshit because I like bacon. Well, fuck you too. I mean, what can I say? You are well within your rights to believe how you need to believe, but you just throwing whole people away.
Yeah.
So it's not worth it. I mean, even in the things that we've gone through as far as trying to get some sort of racial equality in this country, as much as we try to do it all black, there's some white folks scattered in there that helped out.
It is.
And nuts and doors open. And, I'm not saying that, that they shouldn't have, but I'm just saying that people have a weird view of things. People have a very weird view of things. Oh, I did this all by myself. So nobody helped you? Like, you didn't have anybody reach out to you and say, hey, this would be a good idea. I wouldn't have started podcasting. I probably would still be trying to figure out what to do on YouTube had this dude not said to me, hey man, I'm looking for people to be on a podcast. What's funny about that? I was just thinking about that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But had he not reached out, and he'd have been like, oh, just a radio cast doing it all year, then I've been just like, okay, that's just a dude I know that do podcasts. just like that.
And see, this is why the conscious cipher is so important, because
Yes.
it's about uniting people with different levels of consciousness.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why we call it the conscious cipher, because there's different people, there's different levels of consciousness.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? And people may be aware of different things, because all conscious means is aware.
Yeah.
So someone may be aware of something that you may not be aware of, or there, you know what I'm saying? So different levels of awareness.
It is.
And us coming together and being able to utilize that togetherness. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? So that's why that's so important. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's about and this is a microcosm of a macrocosm. What needs to happen. You know what I'm saying? Love on a whole macrocosmic level of us being able to accept different levels of consciousness and being able to push forward as one. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly, man.
One last comment.
So
Reese. Aren't avocados and grapes, tomatoes, etc. considered fruit? All fruit is not loaded with sugar. Chew on a tomato for a few minutes and chew on a tomato for a few minutes and see how sweet it starts tasting. We swallow food too soon.
yeah, I would agree with this, brother. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Reese, man.
Shout outs to Reese, man. The Red Dragon, man. Definitely. You know, we need to take our time with eating, and we need to take our time even with drinking our drinks too. You know, for our bodies could absorb it, man. So definitely, man. So
avocados.
Hmm?
I love avocados though. Yeah. I don't know. It is considered fruit. Is that this fact?
Avocados, I think it is considered a fruit.
Yeah,
But it's one of those
yeah,
things that's
yeah.
weird. It's like, it's
Yeah.
considered a fruit.
Yeah.
Yeah, tomatoes are fruit. I thought, I'm like, hold on, how's
It's
tomato
about,
fruit?
it's about the seed. It's about the
You know what I'm
seed.
saying? So, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Wisdom is knowing that a tomato is a fruit. Or no, knowledge is knowing that a tomato is a fruit. Wisdom is knowing that it don't necessarily belong in a smoothie.
It don't belong in a smoothie,
Right.
bro.
So knowledge is like, oh, it is a fruit, but this fruit is not for that.
Yeah, yo. You can't put a tomato in a smoothie,
I think
bro,
taste
man.
buds,
That's
Yeah, no. And I love
Yeah.
tomatoes, but I know it don't go in the damn smoothie. I know that.
Tomato soup.
That's
yeah,
it.
yeah. Tomato soup, man.
Somebody, then you eating tomato soup.
Yeah.
You got to call it what it is at that point.
Well, let me say this, because I know the brother said he went 2 weeks fruit diet, right? I'm gonna tell you my story. I actually went 801 days without eating any solid food.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I was just 801 days, almost 3 years, without eating any solid food.
3 years
Almost 3 years.
without eating any solid food.
Without eating any solid food, all I was doing was basically smoothies, water, coffee. That was one thing I drank. So
What was the experience like?
it was definitely an experience. Yeah, it was. I mean, I felt lighter. I felt. It was so much I learned through that time period. You know what I'm saying?
No bad things happen from
No, but look at me now. I'm like, it's like crazy how my whole journey is, because it's like now I'm 200 plus pounds, like basically muscle mass. You know what I'm saying? But I was at one point. What I learned is that we have a natural weight, because I lost a lot of weight at first, and then I just started gaining weight, and I was this natural weight, like probably like 170. You know what I'm saying? So like I came to this natural weight, you know, through that. Yeah, it was crazy. But I was doing a hunger strike for Trayvon Martin at the time. So like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's why it took so long. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So, yo, man, this has been a definitely impactful episode of Motivational Shit Podcast, man. You know, appreciate y'all for participating. Shout outs to the Red Dragon, Reese from Philly, man. Definitely shout out, man. Congratulations to you, Huey. Day 1, no alcohol. Hey, man. Hey.
I drink to that.
Hey.
Sound like the mayor would be trying to kick the dough in. Sorry.
That's when you got to say it out loud. Hey, I'm not drinking.
I am not drinking. I am not smoking.
Right.
Come on.
Right now.
Come on.
It was all positive influence until the mail review came out.
Yeah, man. To the mail review be messing things up, bro.
Showed up and was like, that's bullshit.
Like, y'all buying this bullshit. I ain't over there positive affirmations. This is a fucking Huey.
right. We got to support though, dog. We support that. That's one thing we can do. We can always say, well, shit, better you than me. Whatever you ask me.
Yeah, man.
That's all good, man. I quit smoking cigarettes and drinking coffee recently. So,
all right, now.
Congratulations.
It's about the 6th time I quit smoking cigarettes. So we're gonna hopefully this will stick this time. So I quit smoking actual cigarettes. Yeah.
Go to the farmer's market in the cab, pick you up some yellow root. It takes the craving away from the nicotine.
Root.
Yeah.
Bro, you know what's funny? I don't even my craving, the way my cravings and stuff is set up, I don't even have them like regular people. Like seriously, like I think I slipped back one time, and that was right before Halloween. I went to a Halloween party, and somebody brought me some Kenyan whiskey and some moonshine, and I made the right choice of having both and having not eaten. So I had to go lay down for a while. And when I woke up, I was like, well, I feel better. I should be able to drive. It's not a problem. I said, but if I had one cigarette, all of my stuff will come back together. Because it's the funny thing when you talk about, and I'm not trying to keep the show going. I'm going to shut it down real quick. But one thing I know is when you do take certain things out of your diet, your body and your mind will start to play tricks on you. So do this for me. Try not to eat sugar for 30 days. And I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to be a weird, angry motherfucker by the time day 30 gets there. You ain't going to trust many people. I mean, it literally, because the chemical imbalance that sugar, like white sugar, does to our minds and our bodies is very strange. And if your body starts craving it, it starts fucking with your mind. Like, seriously, like, it's like, you really do want that honey bun, don't you? You really do want it. You want it. But you specifically choose it. So when, like, stuff like I stopped smoking cigarettes, like, I have dreams about smoking a cigarette. Like a dream, a literal dream about smoking a cigarette. But it doesn't make me go into action the next day. What my trigger for smoking has always been stress. So I smoked for over 20 years. Closer to 30 years. About a pack a day. At average, at one point, I was at a pack and a half a day. But I come down to like a pack a day. And I mean, it's always stress. So finding new things to do with my stress has been the reason that I've been able to stay off of it. So I just had to take a walk, and I had to walk away and maybe talking to the wind about how I don't want to choke this motherfucker on the other end of this phone. Thank you for helping me, because normally a cigarette would take care of it. You know, it's just like, okay, you good. No, I had to find other ways to do it. But yeah. That's really one of the things. So, you know, got your back, man. Definitely. If you stop drinking, that's good. But yeah, I'm going to tell you, and it's really, believe it or not, with alcohol, that sugar is probably the worst part of it. Yeah. Sugar is the worst part of it. And that's the thing. That's where we get our excess weight and all that stuff. All that sugar from alcohol will do it to you. So, all right, I'm going to land my plane right there.
Oh, that's sugar, bro. Yeah, man. So, y'all make sure y'all subscribe to the Vibe. Man, y'all make sure y'all subscribe to the Vibe. Tap in, man. We got the mail review coming up next, bro. And hey, let's get it.
Let's get it.
All right.